Everyone thought Madam Halima's hair salon was just different. No mirrors anywhere. No handhelds. No shiny objects at all. People joked about it. Some said she was superstitious. Others said she was hiding a secret. Every woman wanted to be touched by Madam Halima's hands. Her hairstyles were masterpieces. Her hair treatments revived even the most damaged strands. Her weaves looked natural. Her braids lasted twice as long as anyone else's. People swore Halima's hands had a kind of magic. But if only they knew the real reason. A truth so shocking that once you hear it, you'll never look into a mirror the same way again. The small but vibrant town of Alipaju had many secrets, some hidden behind quiet smiles, others tucked away in shadows. But none was as whispered about, as joked about, or as feared as the one connected to Halima's beauty sanctuary, the most sought-after hair salon in the entire district. Every woman wanted to be touched by Madam Halima's hands. But the moment any new customer stepped in, their eyes widened. No mirrors. Not a single one. Not on the walls. Not at the styling stations. Not even a tiny handheld mirror. Every corner of the salon was bright, airy, sweet-smelling, beautifully decorated. But absolutely mirrorless. The first time Blessing came, she whispered to another customer. "Aha, is this a salon or a shrine?" They giggled, but they were uneasy. Toby said, "Maybe she's hiding her true face." Another teased, "Maybe she doesn't want us to see our hair is not fine." Halima always heard the whispers. She never got angry. She never defended herself. She simply smiled and continued working, her fingers moving gently, gracefully, confidently. Whenever someone gathered the courage to ask why there were no mirrors, Halima only said, "Beauty starts from the inside. When you leave here, you will know what I mean." And strangely, people did know. Clients stepped out of the salon glowing, not just physically, but emotionally. Even women who came in sad or stressed would leave looking lighter, calmer. But still, the question remained. Why exactly were mirrors forbidden? Rumors spread like harmattan fire. Some said it was religion. Some said it was village superstition. Some whispered darker things. That Halima had a spiritual sight that mirrors activated. But nobody knew the truth. Not until the day Zara walked in. And changed everything. Zara was not like the other customers. Sharp-tongued. Curious. Fearless. And a little stubborn. The kind who never followed rules she didn't understand. The afternoon she stepped into Halima's salon, she paused at the entrance, scanning from wall to wall. Her brows lifted. No mirrors. Interesting. Blessing, who was getting her hair braided, whispered, "Please just sit. Don't start what you cannot finish." But Zara only smiled and took a seat. Madam Halima approached her with her usual warm welcome. "My dear, what style would you like today?" "I want a sleek ponytail," Zara said. "But I'll need a mirror to check the front." The salon fell silent. You could hear the soft hum of the standing fan as it swept left and right. You could hear the snipping of scissors from the next workstation. Nobody breathed too loud. Halima's smile thinned, but she remained composed. "No mirrors here, my dear." Zara flicked her hair. "No offense, Ma, but how do clients check themselves?" "Beauty isn't always what you see," Halima replied softly. "And sometimes, mirrors reveal more than you bargained for." Zara laughed lightly. Sounds like superstition." Something flickered in Halima's eyes, not anger, not fear, more like pain. Deep, hidden pain. She didn't respond. She simply signaled Zara to sit, but Zara wasn't done. "Ma, with all due respect, I don't like being kept in the dark. Why exactly are mirrors not allowed?" Halima hesitated. For the first time in years, her hands trembled. "I don't want anyone hurt," she finally whispered. "Hurt?" Zara frowned. "By what? A mirror?" Blessing coughed loudly. "Zara, please. Just sit. Let them do your hair and go." But Zara was determined. Her curiosity had ignited something dangerous. Unknown to everyone, Zara had already brought a mirror. A small, shiny, silver hand mirror tucked inside her handbag. Her plan was simple. If Halima refused her request, she would bring out her own. No salon would forbid her from seeing her hair. After all, what could possibly be dangerous about a mirror? While Halima parted Zara's hair, cutting, smoothing, clipping, Zara slowly opened her bag. Her fingers touched the cool metal of the hand mirror. She glanced around. Everyone was distracted. Blessing was gossiping. Toby was scrolling on her phone. A baby on someone's lap was crying softly. No one was watching her. Zara pulled the mirror out quietly. But Halima's back stiffened instantly. Her voice dropped into a tone almost desperate. "Zara, don't open that mirror." Zara froze. "How did you even know?" "Please," Halima said softly. Her voice cracked. Her eyes shimmered with fear. It was the first time any customer had ever seen Madam Halima look afraid. For a moment, Zara hesitated. But curiosity won. She lifted the mirror. At first, she only saw the top of her forehead. Just normal. Just everyday. Then the reflection flickered. And Zara gasped. Her reflection shifted. The eyes darkened, hollowed, glowing slightly. Her mouth twisted in a way her real mouth wasn't moving. The reflection leaned forward even though Zara didn't. It whispered, "Zara!" Zara screamed and dropped the mirror. Everyone jumped. Halima rushed over, grabbed the mirror, wrapped it in a black cloth, and locked it in a wooden chest. The entire salon was silent. Zara's hands shook violently. Her voice trembled. "What was that? What did I just see?" Halima looked older suddenly. Tired. Heartbroken. "You have seen the truth I tried to protect all of you from," she whispered. That evening, Halima closed the salon early. Zara and the others stayed, scared but curious, wanting answers. Halima sat down slowly, releasing a heavy sigh, as if the weight she'd carried for years was finally too much. "I didn't always forbid mirrors," she began. "In fact, my salon used to have the biggest, brightest mirrors in the whole town." They all leaned closer. "But everything changed because of one woman." Her voice softened. "Her name was Zara. My mentor, my closest friend, the woman who taught me everything." Halima's eyes softened with memory. Zara was talented. Wise. Beloved by everyone. But she bore a secret. She had the gift, or curse, of seeing beyond human eyes. She saw the truth behind people's faces. She saw wounds they hid, fears they suppressed, emotions they buried. And mirrors. Mirrors amplified that power. One day, a woman named Miriam came for styling. Miriam was beautiful but deeply insecure. Her marriage was failing. Her life was heavy. Her heart was full of unspoken pain. Halfway through styling, she looked in the mirror. And instead of her reflection, she saw her suffering. Years of hurt. Rejection. Heartbreak. Loss. Anger. Everything she pretended didn't exist. Zara rushed to stop her, but it was too late. Miriam collapsed. She survived physically. But emotionally, she was never the same again. The guilt consumed Zara. She removed every mirror in her salon. But people mocked her. Laughed at her. Called her dramatic and superstitious. Her business fell apart. Her health declined. And before she passed, she held Halima's hands and said, "Promise me you will protect them. Promise you will never let anyone look into a mirror in your salon. Not while your gift is still alive." Halima swallowed, trying not to cry. "I promised her. And I meant it." The room was still. Zara's heartbeat echoed in her ears. "So what exactly did I see?" Zara whispered. Halima looked at her gently. "You saw the part of yourself you ignore, the pain you hide, the secrets you bury. The mirror showed you what you need to heal." A single tear slid down Zara's cheek. For once, she was speechless. The next morning, Zara returned to the salon alone. No customers. No chatter. Just Halima sweeping. When Halima saw her, she paused. Are you all right, my dear? Zara nodded slowly, then shook her head. No. I'm not fine. I think the mirrors showed me something I haven't dealt with. She sat down quietly. Halima sat beside her. Zara's voice cracked. When I was younger, she whispered, I grew up in a house full of shouting, fighting. My parents never smiled. I always pretended it didn't affect me. I acted strong. Her hands trembled. But yesterday, I think the mirrors showed me that scared little girl I've buried inside. Halima touched her hand gently. Pain ignored becomes fear. Fear ignored becomes darkness. And darkness ignored becomes the reflection you saw. Zara wiped her tears. So how do I heal? Halima smiled, soft, warm, reassuring. That is why I do hair with care. It's not magic. It's comfort. People must learn to love themselves from within. Zara exhaled deeply. Thank you for protecting us. Even when we didn't understand. Halima nodded. That is why there are no mirrors here. Beauty should never hurt. What happened to Zara's mirror became another whispered story in the town. Halima never threw it away. Never smashed it. Never burned it. Instead, she locked it in a small wooden chest, sealed with a cloth embroidered by her mentor Sora. Zara never asked for it back. She didn't want to. Halima kept it only because she believed. The past must be respected, not destroyed. The salon continued to bloom. More women came. More women healed. More women left glowing. The story spread. Madam Halima doesn't use mirrors because she protects you from the demons in your reflection. Some laughed. Some believed. Some didn't care. But one thing remained true. Every person who left her salon felt lighter. And honestly, they didn't need mirrors anymore. Months later, Zara walked into the salon again, smiling confidently. This time, her eyes had a softness they never had before. I thought about everything, she said gently. And I think, maybe I was ready to see that part of myself. Halima nodded, proud. You faced the truth. Only the brave do that. Zara laughed lightly. And now I don't care about mirrors. I like the way I feel. Halima's eyes sparkled. That is true beauty. People still talk about the salon. Some say Halima can see your soul. Some swear she can read your thoughts. Some claim she is blessed. Some think she is cursed. Halima doesn't correct them. She simply smiles and continues helping women heal. And the mirrors? Still banned. Because Halima knows one thing. If people truly knew what mirrors can reveal, they would never ask for them again. The end.